Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. Well, BNB also came down quite strongly in line with what many other coins did in the last few days. The strong retracement now to nearly the December lows here, or actually it did actually retrace to the low in December. That made the tracking of the imminent 1-2 setup basically worthless. So we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, the imminent 1-2 is certainly getting invalidated. Well, it hasn't quite been invalidated yet, but it will be because this is not a likely count anymore due to the strong retracement to the December lows. Bear in mind, so far we expected lower prices, not necessarily down that much, but we haven't confirmed any low in place yet. So the signal just wasn't there, and the price structure so far in the last few weeks always suggested at least one more low. So hopefully you were prepared at least for further dropping prices. Obviously surprised me as well that it dropped that much, but still it is always useful to wait for a reaction in the altcoin market before taking too aggressive positions. Okay, so that's just a tactical thing. But yeah, now obviously with this strong retracement, we need to think about how can we build this count again. So there's of course still a bullish possibility, which is getting increasingly unlikely and getting challenged. Now, there is still a bullish count available, and then we talk about the bearish one afterwards. In the bullish wave count, we rallied off the June lows to this wave 1 high in November. Then we had an A wave down in yellow in a 3-wave move, a B wave to the upside, which retraced to, where did we retrace to? The area between the 61.8 and the, let me just try that again, retracements. Yeah, to the area between the 61.8 and the 78.6 fib level. It's a common target range for a B wave. And we would now be coming down in the C wave. Now, in this C wave, one more low is not unlikely because I can only count 3 so far. And the C wave would need one more low. Okay, it could be a WXY structure. But then again, I can't really confirm a low in place until I see an impulse to the upside. That's also why in recent weeks I said one more low is likely, one more low is likely, one more low is likely and preferred. And yeah, one more low happened. It was just quite low, wasn't it? Now, I still tell you that one more low is likely, and I really need to see an impulse to the upside before I can confirm that a low is in place. Now, this is of course a still possible bullish scenario where we have support at $230, 208, and below that 184. But to be honest, below the $230 level, the bullish scenario will get much less likely. Yes, we can still find support at 208, and as long as price doesn't break below 184, it is still a valid wave count. It is just that below the 78.6 fib level, typically the bearish count is going to work out. And the bearish count suggests that of the April 21 high, we actually moved down in an A wave. This here is a B wave, which is quite weak at the moment. I cannot rule out that this goes a bit higher, that B wave. But if it breaks below 184, then the B wave has likely topped. And we would then come down in a C wave, which would be most likely, well, an impulsive pattern, coming down to roughly $140. At the moment, that's at least what it would target, in my opinion, roughly. So we've got here an A wave 1. Not in yellow. Let me just zoom in first. But this is the bearish count, and this will become primary if we get closer to $184. But irrespective of if it's primary or not, they are both likely, okay? It's just to be aware what are the relevant levels, okay? And what's the pivot point. So wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside in a flat pattern. We would now be in a third wave down, then there will be a fourth and a fifth. That's sort of the bearish path it could take, which would indicate the third wave isn't quite finished yet. Then we should get a fourth and a fifth. So that should prepare you for both cases. So relevant support is here really the $230 level. Below that, you can always get a stick safe at 208 or get saved above 184. But below that level, we have to assume it's following this red wave count. And again, the view is and remains that as long as we don't have a confirmed low in place here, the downtrend is still at play. Now, that is and has been the message over recent weeks anyway, that, okay, we didn't expect it to go down that much, but important is always that as long as we don't have a signal that the trend is shifting, you can only get a signal with 5 waves up, 3 ways down on a smaller time frame, but still large enough to make it a decent signal, okay? But without that, you're just catching the falling knife, okay? And you can do that, well, I do that sometimes, but just with small positions, really tiny positions. Yeah, that's my update about BNB. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.